Hey guys. Okay, so we got a lot of the plywood done on the outside. The directions call for 5 sheets of plywood. This is when the directions, in my opinion, are absolutely horrible. They don't give you a good understanding as to where the pieces go. I mean, they give you some cuts, but the pages are not good in my opinion. So you really have to watch when you start cutting plywood. I do have it, so they had it where it was coming down, so it was about 3 or 4 inches from the bottom. I wanted to see it go all the way down to the bottom, so I said, you know what, I'm just going to take it to the bottom, and then I'll figure out if I need to add another sheet, I'll add another sheet. Plus, they also had the back wall on this thing. They call for T111 plywood, which has got the grooves here, but on the back of it, they wanted the T111 to go in the opposite direction. So if you wanted all these lines to line up on everything, you can't really do it with the plywood in the back going in a different direction. So basically what I've done is I brought it down to the bottom of my boards here, all the way up to the top. I think I'll be able to, I've got some pieces on the other end, I'll be able to patch this stuff here up on both sides. The door I still have a piece for. I got the windows in. These are the windows that they recommend. They're a $29 window. They're actually pretty slick for 29 bucks. I mean, they got a little thing in here to lift them, to open them. In my opinion, once you open these things for the springtime, it's not like you're going to open and close them every day, or even, I don't even know if I'll even use them. I've got the door for the thing on. I've got on the bottom of here, rather than going, they want me to build a frame, I've actually put a piece of 2x6 and then 2 of the 2x3s that they called for in here. I don't know, this might be too heavy for this thing long term. And then once I get this on here and I get it fastened, I think I'm going to sheet it with tin. I'm going to put tin on the roof, or a metal roof. Got some extra metal, so I think I got enough to do the roof. I think I'm going to do that here so it will take care of the snow, or any snow we get. Other than that, I've screwed all this T111. I don't know. I use these drywall screws with the Torx bits on here. I don't know if I'm 100% happy with screwing these. I still think it's going to be easier than nailing all this stuff. I did run out of screws, and as you know, we're in the COVID-19 right now, so rather than going to the store, I found some spikes. That's what I finished the roof up with up top. I tell you what, them friggin' spikes, they bend real easy if you don't use them every day of the week. But as far as the rafters here, if you look on the other side, they don't call for any wood in between here. They've got these boards here for the roof line. My thought was, we've got this much space in between here that the bees and the bugs and the whatever can get up inside here. So what I've done on this side is I've actually put some boards on here. Basically a fascia board on here for the bottom, so that this piece of trim is just one that goes on the Coop. But this will go on something like this, but a 4-inch board. So that way we have virtually no space underneath here for the bugs and whatever. Now before I do all this and I paint it, I think I'm going to put some caulking in here. I'm going to caulk all these joints. You can see where I notched it around for the roof line. I'll probably just caulk that shut. That way no bugs or anything will get in there. Bees, anything like that. But as far as the back, I don't have the door cut open yet for the chickens. And then you've also got a door that you can cut out back there in the back if you want another door in here. This has got 3 roosting stations. I don't know if you necessarily need 3 roosting stations. I think I'd rather see just one long one, because chances are we've got 15 chickens coming. They're going to use probably 1 or 2 of them roosting stations, where if there was one long one, they could all roost on the same one and it would keep them a lot warmer. When I started the whole plywood thing, they called for this to be the height that it is. Well, it was too short here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come through with some blocks, and I'm going to block these with 2x4s. I'm going to put some smaller some 2x4s to fit in here so that I don't have that gap in there. I got 5 of the laying stations. I told the wife, I said, again, they'll probably only use 3 because we've only got 15 chickens. So I thought maybe I'll take one of the corners out and I'll use 2 of them for, I'll use it for storage. I don't know whether I put chicken feed in there or whatever, but so far I think it's going to be a nice coop. Once we get the trim on the sides here, the trim across the bottom, I think it will be okay. I think that it's well worth the $12, $13 for the set of plans. I think that if you have any construction ability whatsoever, I think this is a good set of plans to buy. As far as the material or as far as the tools that they tell you to have, I definitely recommend obviously a skill saw. I would buy a chop saw. Chop saw makes it so much easier to cut the angles up top for the roof line and whatnot. I'm probably more of a screw guy than a nail guy. I did nail the base down. I've also got some old linoleum that I put inside for cleaning. That was something I seen on your guys' YouTube channel, but now it's going to be on my YouTube channel also. Other than that, so far so good. Probably another couple of days of after hours work to get her done, and then like I say, hopefully we're going to be able to pick this baby up with the tractor and the forks, drag it around to the backyard, set it in place, and go from there. But appreciate everyone stopping by. Hey, share this channel with your friends, family, whatever. If they're getting into chickens, or if you want to go to Aruba or hunting or food plots or whatever, just say, hey, this guy's got an okay channel. He shows some cool stuff. Hopefully you guys all like it. Appreciate everyone coming by. Don't forget, Charley the Plumber subscription, one of the few things in life you get for free. We'll show you the rest of it when we get her done. So thanks for coming.